I'm glad y'all said that about being preachy because nobody likes being talked at. Mm-hmm. But my generation and the generation before didn't talk at your generation. They warned your generation. And then when the people from your generation started seeing it, that's when they gave the, yo, this is what we go through. Because I'm personally not a fan of it, but your generation to me is more of the Kid Cudi generation. Because he talked about mental things and things that were so emo that when it came out, it was truth music rather than rap music. Am I right? Am I correct? You vibing on that? So then, your generation got changed into two different perspectives of music. It was vibe music and it was lyrical music. And more people nowadays go towards the vibe. I ask you as artists, what's more important to you? Delivering the rhymes or catching the vibe so they can hear your rhymes?
Oh, that's an interesting question right there.
I would say there's like a balance between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
But it wasn't. I would say it wasn't always like that. Like we shifted like over time.
It wasn't an easy shift.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Like I feel like the year 2016 is when like it really shifted.
Like Uzi and all them.
Yeah, when all of them came out. Cause it's like
you like them, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And that's why it was difficult. That's you know, it was like I'm still like in the mindset like, oh nah, lyrics is like is everything. The idea connecting is everything, you know. But then I'm around people who play this, and it's like I like it, you know. So it's like, do I like not do that because I like, you know, I don't know. I'm not trying to. I could be tied to the idea that lyricism is like the end goal of making a hip hop song, but like I had to be honest about the fact that like I like Uzi, you know, like it sounds good and it hits in a different way from Kendrick, you know, and then I started me specifically, the album Perfect Human. I don't know if you've seen it, but I literally thought me making that album was like, okay, nobody cares what you're saying. How can I take advantage of that? You know? So I'm that album is me like trying to create vibe songs and accepting and accepting that like, okay, maybe people aren't gonna listen to this, aren't gonna hear what I'm saying.
They'll find it themselves.
And and I'm personally a fan of Easter eggs. I feel like that's why I like people who got bars and shit. But like, I feel like if you listen to it 30 times and then on the 31st time you're like, hold up, he's saying some shit, it would feel it might even feel better than if you got it like instantly, you know? So I don't know. I think yeah, it was definitely a transition towards that, and that album was like a conscious effort to take advantage of that.
That's interesting you said that, because that has been the crutch of the African American so-called black community from the beginning. We always had dope vibes. It's when we stopped speaking that the world took offense. And in hip hop, you saw it. Everybody got offended by mumble rap.
That's funny.
Hip hop is a recycling of blues music. Why did people love James Brown? The vibe. But you didn't understand everything he said. Why did people like jazz music? The vibe. And it had no words. But it wasn't until you eloquently understood the music that you heard that jazz instruments speak, and James Brown spoke as well. Being that you said you balance yourself between the vibe and the lyrics, I'm going to say don't cheapen yourself. Be who you are. Don't worry about the trend. Be real. Because if your music is real, then they'll catch on. Just like a song that I heard where my man said something about he could slay any beautiful model chick, but he's involved with the girl that's right in front of him. It's not about the perception, it's about the truth. What is truth, and how does it come through in your music?
Shit. I feel like truth is it's honesty, whether it's like the best version of yourself or like the worst. And I think that's like what I was learning from like Kendrick becoming. And I think that also plays into how people misunderstand like music, cause like you take like an album like Good Kid, Mad City, and I feel like the classic indeed, and I feel like most people take it as like I'm a good person and I'm around all these bad people. I feel like the point of it was like we're all doing this fucked up shit, but we're all good kids in a mad city. You feel me? I think that's something people don't take away from the music. So yeah, I definitely feel like truth is just being who you are, regardless of whether people hate it, regardless of how people feel about it. Type shit.
You agree?
Yeah, I feel like I thought of this in like a very specific term of like I don't think truth is a thing I should worry about as much as honesty, because like I can't control truth. Like I don't.
That's a fact.
You know, like I don't.
It's like relative.
I can only control whether I'm honest or not. I can't control whether what I'm saying is true. I can only control whether it's honest. You know.
Not true. Not true. I'm gonna tell you why. Honesty is a child of truth. There's truth, there's opinion, there's fact, and then there's lies. Honesty is a child of the truth, because if you're honest, you're open to the truth. So truth has more gravitas or more power. Pain is defining truth, because that's the one truth everybody can tell you. Something hurts or it feels good. That's it. And the person that lies is against truth and honesty. So you can honestly not be truthful. And you can honestly not give the message. But truth is how you define yourself. And being that you do music, you define yourself to every beat. What are the beats that make your songs better? Is it the ones that you personally vibe on, or the ones that make you think?
Shit. I would say they both offer something specifically like special. You feel me? Like I would like, for example, like a song like 222.
Classic.
It offers people like a vibe and an energy that they can like feel. But then there's also songs on like that same album where I'm like, all right, I could give people a lot of bars, a lot of lyrics type shit, and I could offer them something in like a different way.
I agree. Why do I agree? Because no beat talks the same way. What do you hear when you hear music?
It's either the vibe. Like there's some stuff I listen to solely for the vibe. There's some stuff I listen to because of what they say. Like Ab-Soul, one of my favorite rappers. Probably my favorite rapper. Yeah, it's definitely always like some percentage of each in there. But yeah, I feel like Ab-Soul just talks about stuff that strikes a chord with me, you know, and like
the Black Lip Pastor, huh?
The Black Lip Pastor, you feel me? Like yeah, he just talks about stuff that strikes a chord with me.
Close your eyes and let your chakras open.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like a certain vibe that I vibe with that's like real dreamy, real like I feel like dreamy is like the main word.
The feeling.
You know?
Yeah.
What's that group that you know?
Beach House. Yeah. I bump a lot of Beach House.
Okay.
070 Shake from Jersey.
Yes sir.
Her vibe's crazy.
Okay.
She be saying some shit too.
Okay.
Right.
Well, tell her come on Heritage Hip Hop. We here.
Facts.
I'm gonna close this part of the interview on one question that I really think needs to be addressed, because what you said was very alarming. It was about honesty and the truth. What is a song without truth?
I don't know. I mean, what's a song with truth? Like how I feel like truth. This might be something that's very specific to me, but I have like very high doubts and how responsible it is to declare something truth.
How old are you?
21.
That's why.
I mean, I feel like there's value And see, like that's a fact, right? But I feel like you can try to argue that, right? You can.
21?
You can. You literally can. There's
I
no
can argue
point.
that you're 21.
Huh?
I can argue 21.
I can argue that I'm not 21. How long was I in the womb? How long did I exist
like,
as a
how do you
person?
choose to measure time?
Yo, literally, I feel like this is almost like a religious like belief of mine. Like you feel me that like truth is like
21. When's your birthday?
April 23rd.
21. About to be 22?
Yeah.
Let's say 22. So that's 9 months.
I was a sperm cell too. My atoms were here before that.
Because you might have been a sperm for mad long.
Yeah, my atoms were here before that. They was all here.
And this is the best part of the interview because that's not called birth. Your years are your birth, not your life.
I mean,
wait a minute.
I'm not against the concept of me being 21 years old. I'm just saying that it can be argued, and I think like arguing or like questioning the truth can always bring you something, even if on like a micro level. If you like gotta relate that, you gotta.
And that's the key to why your music and your outlook is the way it is. Because through questioning, you get to find the rudiments of who you are. And that's the building of legacy, voice, foundation, and purpose, right? Because the understanding honesty, you find your purpose, right? I mean, you said honesty.
Yeah.
So when you honestly live your purpose, that's when you find your truth. And then you measure your truth against the truth. So the truth is,
I'm scared.
You're 21 years old, meaning you're roughly 7,665 days old. Cut.